Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Spring Convocation 2019, the first series of convocation ceremonies held in the new Merlis-Belcher Place. We acknowledge the traditional territory of Treaty 6 and the homeland of the Métis on which we have gathered for this event. We pay our respects to the First Nations and Métis ancestors of this place and reaffirm our relationship with one another. Please stand as you are able for the honor song and the arrival of the Chancellor's Platform Party and our graduands. Thank you to our drum group, Buffalo Boy Productions, for performing today's honor song. Would you please remain standing as we join our vocalist, Kate Nachalobi, in the singing of O Canada. Will you please be seated? Once again, graduates and distinguished guests, welcome. My name is Beth Bilson. I'm the university's secretary, and I now have the honor of introducing to you the members of the platform party that you see before you. So beginning with the front row on my left, Russ Eisinger, University Registrar, Patty McDougall, Vice Provost Teaching, Learning and Student Experience, Karen Chad, Vice President Research, Grit McCreath, Honorary Ambassador, Merlis Belcher, past honorary degree recipient, and you probably noticed his name on the building when you came in, Roland Duquette, Elder, Tony Vanelli, Provost and Vice President Academic, President Peter Stoichev, Chancellor Roy Romano, Digver J.S., recipient of the Earned Doctor of Science degree, Ernie Barber, presenting the Earned Doctor of Science degree, Doug Freeman, Dean, Western College of Veterinary Medicine, Stephen Jones, Associate Provost Health and Executive Director, School of Public Health, Mary Buer, Dean, College of Agriculture and Bioresources. And in the second row, our orators, Terry Bedard, Bryce Bulgis, Ken Howland, Brian Harvey, University of Saskatchewan Retirees Association, Alejandra Fonseca, Vice President, Student Affairs, Graduate Students Association, Madan Gupta, Professor Emeritus, College of Engineering, Alan Lewis, Vice President, Student Affairs, University of Saskatchewan Students' Union, Suzanne Cresta, Dean, College of Engineering, Fran Wally, Associate Dean Academic, College of Agriculture and Bioresources. Chris Clark, Associate Dean Academic, Western College of Veterinary Medicine. Trevor Crow, Dean, Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies. And I would ask them to stand, members of the faculty of the University of Saskatchewan. Would you please join me in expressing to all of these faculty, administration, and members of our governing bodies our thanks for the work they have done by supporting, teaching, and encouraging our graduates. And I will now call forward Peter Stoichev, President of the University of Saskatchewan.
Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome to this wonderful event. We're so glad that there's so many of you here to share this special occasion. We have not been able to have Convocation back on campus for 50 years until this week. And the reason we were able to do it was that we had this spectacular new venue that could house all of you and allow students to invite even more guests than before. And the reason we have this venue is because Merlis Belcher had a vision for a community gathering place as well as a multi-purpose sports facility. And this is the embodiment of his vision. So please join me in thanking Merlis for this terrific venue. Eminent Chancellor, graduands and families, honored guests, I thank the many people who are here today to be part of this moment in the University of Saskatchewan's storied history. In particular, I want to acknowledge today's Elder Roland Duquette. He is here for every one of our 8 convocation ceremonies in honor of you all and because of his belief in the importance of this university and its good work. The Buffalo Boys Drum Group, earned Doctor of Science recipient Dig Vergias, Grit McCreath, introduced to you as Honorary Ambassador, which she has been for the last 4 years, but will be beginning at Convocation in the fall, our next Chancellor. I also acknowledge the many faculty on the stage who are the core of this university. They have been leaders and mentors for so many of you who will graduate today. We're here to celebrate a milestone in the lives of the graduates who will soon cross this stage, and we're also here because this university has brought us together. A university like this one is a wonderful thing, crucial to the ongoing conversation that we call democracy. We're so fortunate to be in Canada and to have the freedoms that we have. Given the world we're in now, where it is difficult to separate out what's true and what's not true, where our future depends on knowledge and the correct use of it, where research holds the key to our greatest challenges, where free speech and informed speech are critical to our humanity, universities are needed more than they have ever been. The University of Saskatchewan is needed more than it has ever been. And people with degrees in agriculture and bioresources and in veterinary medicine, such as you, are needed more than they have ever been. Strengthened with the University of Saskatchewan degree that you all worked hard to receive, what all of you crossing this stage today go on to do in your lives will matter immensely to our collective future. And many others helped you to get to this point, so take the time to thank your spouses and partners, parents and grandparents, friends, brothers and sisters, aunts and uncles, communities, elementary school teachers, high school teachers, the professors you appreciated, or the classmates who helped you out, because you don't achieve something this big without a lot of help along the way. Many graduates across this country are sitting in seats like you are, in venues similar to this one right now, getting their university degrees. But I want to tell you that there is something special, unique about a University of Saskatchewan degree. And it's because at this university we govern ourselves not on the basis of what we want to be, but what the world needs us to be. The world needs food security and agricultural sustainability in order to have a strong future. In order to meet the world's food needs, agricultural productivity needs to almost double. The College of Agriculture and Bioresources, along with the Global Institute for Food Security, is helping do just that, enabled by the great work the college has done at the U of S over decades, including by our Crop Development Center, that helped reduce the amount of farmland under summer fallow from almost 50% in 1970 to a fraction of 1% today. The economic impact for the province in this U of S research area alone is in the neighborhood of $40 billion. We now add to that economic impact in many ways, including through our work on mapping the wheat genome, where research in agriculture and bioresources were key members of an international consortium successful at doing just that. The world needs our new Livestock and Forage Center of Excellence, officially opened last fall, that brings together all aspects of livestock, forage, and rangeland management. The world needs our Western College of Veterinary Medicine, the premier center of veterinary education, research, and clinical expertise. It serves as the regional veterinary college for Canada's 4 western provinces and the Northern Territories, virtually half of this entire country. It continues to break boundaries in its training and research and clinical care, and this month will officially open Canada's first PET-CT unit directed to animals housed in the Allerud-Rosen Imaging Suite that will increase our capacity to conduct research at the crucial intersection of animal and human health. The world needs thoughtful, educated, and humane leaders, and some of the country's most formidable holders of high office got their degrees here. Among them are Prime Minister John Diefenbaker, who graduated with his U of S law degree exactly 100 years ago, who eventually became Prime Minister and after that our Chancellor. Governor General Ray Natishan, premiers such as Scott Moe and our Chancellor Roy Romano, 9 Canadian premiers have now been students at the University of Saskatchewan, including 5 of this province. Many lieutenant governors of Saskatchewan, including the wonderful Tom Malloy, a former U of S Chancellor himself, and of other provinces as well. Many Canadian ambassadors to many countries around the world. Dozens of high-ranking public servants in Ottawa, such as Gordon Thiessen, former Governor of the Bank of Canada, Indigenous leaders, such as former Canadian Ambassador and Senior Advisor to the TRC, Deborah Chatzis. The world needs groundbreaking researchers who change how we understand the world we live in, and people who went on to win Nobel Prizes were here. One was chemistry graduate student Henry Taubé, who received it in 1983. Another Nobel laureate from the University of Saskatchewan was Gerhard Hertzberg, who was offered a position in physics in 1935 by our first president, Walter Murray, to escape Nazi Germany when no other university on this continent had the vision or the humanity to offer him one. Hertzberg won the Nobel Prize in Chemistry in 1971, Canada's first scientific Nobel. The world needs cures for cancer, and we are the home of the cobalt-60 radiation therapy that revolutionized cancer therapy treatment in 1951 and saved the lives of millions of cancer patients around the world. The small Acme Machine and Electric Company on Idlewild Drive built the casing for it. U of S medical researchers built the concept. Many thousands of patients were treated here over the next 20 years until it was replaced with newer technology in the early 1970s. Sylvia Fedorik, who later became Saskatchewan's first female lieutenant governor, and after that our chancellor, was a graduate student member of the project's team. Significant cancer research continues at the University of Saskatchewan, building on that world-famous history. The world needs great writers, and writers such as Sharon Butala, who wrote Perfection of the Morning, and three-time Governor General's Award winner Guy Vanderhaeghe were here. It needs great artists too, and there's hardly a visual artist, musician, or theater professional in the province who hasn't had some close connection with this university. The world needs open-minded, well-educated, courageous, and compassionate members of the justice sector, and we have graduated many. Supreme Court Justice Emmett Hall was a student here, a law school classmate of John Diefenbaker's. Justice Hall's report for the 1964 Royal Commission on National Healthcare Services recommend Canada adopt Saskatchewan's public health insurance model. In it, he wrote that the only thing more expensive than good health care is no health care. Emmett Hall later became Chancellor of this university. Roy Romano, another law school alumnus and now our Chancellor, authored in 2002 the only other Royal Commission on the Future of Healthcare in Canada report. These aren't only examples of justice in action, they're examples of social justice in action. And please join me in thanking Roy Romano for serving as our Chancellor for these last 3 years. This is his last series of convocation ceremonies in the Chancellor role, and we have been so proud to have him, a true nation builder, as our Chancellor. The world needs great athletes and coaches, and Olympian Sandra Schmerler, track athlete Diane Jones-Konachowski, NHL coaches Mike Babcock and Dave King were at the U of S. In fact, 3 of the NHL's current head coaches were student athletes here with Huskies hockey. There is not a major league sport anywhere on the globe where you could say something similar to that. That history of excellence is why we were able to fund and build Merlis Belcher Place. The world needs peace, sometimes hard fought, and just over 100 years after the end of the First World War, and on the very eve of the 75th anniversary of D-Day, I am also reminded of the thousands of U of S students, faculty, and staff who enlisted in the 2 world wars. Those who sacrificed themselves in the line of duty are commemorated on the university's memorial gates on College Drive, in the Memorial Union Building, and in the Peter McKinnon Building. The university gave so many brave soldiers to the First World War cause that the College of Engineering closed its doors for the 1916-1917 academic year, when all of its faculty, staff, and students enlisted. More U of S soldiers were killed in that war than graduated from here in 1918. These are examples of what I mean when I say that we're the university the world needs. Now in our 2nd century, enjoying a time of peace here secured by those who went before us and by the accomplishments of our alumni and faculty, we are seen as a research leader in the country, with Canada's only synchrotron, where we pioneered how to produce medical isotopes without using a nuclear reactor. There is a huge demand for these isotopes due to the closure of Chalk River over a year ago, and our cyclotron is now providing medical isotopes to Royal University Hospital, a fitting homage to that cobalt-60 work done here over half a century ago. The world needs to understand the reasons for droughts and floods to safeguard our communities against the tragedies such as the many just this year in Canada. Our Global Institute for Water Security, the largest university-led research center of its kind in the world, ranked #1 in Canada, is doing just that. These are all examples of how we bring together different parts of the university to work on global problems. With 17 colleges, including the College of Agriculture and Bioresources, whose Department of Soil Sciences is celebrating its 100th anniversary, and the Western College of Veterinary Medicine, and I know that members of its graduating class, first graduating class, are with us today celebrating their 50th graduation anniversary, just sitting at the back here. we have more than any Canadian university of our size. It's a crucial feature of who we are, because although we do not know what the solutions are to the major challenges that we face today, we do know this, that none of them will be solved by a single discipline or a single person, but by many people from many disciplines working together. We are poised to help do that with faculty like the ones on the stage before you, who are at the cutting edge of research, scholarly, and artistic work. All of these things matter. They demonstrate why we are one of the top 15 research-intensive countries in the university, and why the University of Saskatchewan leads all Canada's 96 universities when it comes to the per capita economic impact on the surrounding region. They demonstrate how we make our province, Canada, and the world a better place. Saskatoon, too. Great cities need and great cities deserve great universities. A strong relationship between the two is crucial, and we're fortunate to have one with the City of Saskatoon. A formal partnership that was the first of its kind in Canada when we signed it 2 years ago between a major university and the city that it's in. I say all of this to emphasize that the University of Saskatchewan degree that you have worked hard to receive today has tremendous value. Many employers tell me that when they see an application from a University of Saskatchewan graduate, it gets special attention because the quality of the university is so high and because of its graduates' work ethic that's part of our prairie roots, and also because you haven't just learned one particular area of study, you've learned how to transfer what you've learned in one discipline to what is needed in another. You've learned about excellence, and excellence is a transferable skill. Why does that matter? Because we will all need to be able to solve problems we can't even imagine today. Saskatchewan's future will depend on it. The world's future is going to depend on it. It will depend upon educated people like you and on the impact that you are going to go on to have. 44% of the available jobs in this province require the skills and knowledge that a university education provides, but only 25% of Saskatchewan's workforce has a university education. This underscores the critical importance of investing in higher education and the fact that we are a crucial part of the province's future success. This university is a leader in helping Saskatchewan stay ahead of the innovation curve. Without our kind of research and teaching, without the world-class work being conducted in the Western College of Veterinary Medicine and the College of Agriculture and Bioresources, there is no innovation. And without innovation, there is a diminished future. So now, more than ever before, we all need people with agriculture degrees and veterinary medicine degrees from a university like yours to help build a more sustainable world, a more equitable world, a world with the courage to embrace diversity. And I am proud that we now have students from well over 100 countries attending this university, and many of those countries are represented by graduates here today. The world also needs us to be a country that responds to the work of the Truth and Reconciliation Commission, because as its chair, Senator Murray Sinclair, stated here at the University of Saskatchewan, education is the key to reconciliation. I am grateful that the U of S is seen in this country as a participant, not a bystander, in building reconciliation, and the colleges of Agriculture and Bioresources and Veterinary Medicine have played large roles in this. We now have more Indigenous students at our university than ever before in our history. We are at a time when the country faces the greatest cultural challenge and opportunity of its history. Being the university the world needs today means committing to reconciliation, not to supplant traditional Western understanding, but to enrich it. acknowledge thousands of years of deep learning that occurred here long prior to it, and give all students a more informed and ultimately more compassionate understanding of the world. Achieving this will take a strategic mixture of patience and impatience, and it will take time. But as our first president, Walter Murray, wrote to a friend in 1908, when traveling here to begin his work, we are building for centuries. So, go out from here to contribute to your community, to this province, to this country and beyond it. Be a person that the world needs in your own right. This university is a radical experiment in human culture, a place where we learn to be humble servants of a democratic society and respectful critics of it, where we can be building for centuries, for 7 generations. The Roy Romanows, John Diefenbakers, Gerhard Hertzbergs, Sharon Butelas, Emmett Halls, Sylvia Fedoricks, and all the tremendous agriculture and veterinary medicine graduates of this great university did not know while they were here exactly where they were headed. But they knew to listen for a passion to follow, and that became an endless journey. Your journey will be uniquely yours. It doesn't matter exactly what it is, but be passionate and be compassionate about it and use it for good. Congratulations to all the graduates who are about to cross the stage today and who go on to make a world the better place for all of us. Thank you.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of Council, I present to you Digver S. Jayas. Digver, will you stand while I read your citation? The earned Doctor of Science is designed to recognize the scholarly contributions of preeminent members of the academic community, members who have made contributions which, quoting from the terms of reference, have won the admiration and respect of leading authorities in a particular area. I am pleased to present Digver Jayas, who today is being awarded an earned Doctor of Science degree in recognition of his distinguished career as a scholar in agricultural and engineering science. In an interview earlier this year, Dr. Jayas traced his interest in agricultural engineering research to his childhood observations of food loss and spoilage on his grandparents' farm in India. Digver recalls from a young age thinking that there must be a better way to do this. At that time, he did not know that he would eventually be the academic and scientist who would lead the world in finding solutions that would transform practices of drying, storage, and quality assessment of grains and oilseeds. Digver came to Canada in 1980 as a graduate student, completing a master's degree in agricultural engineering at the University of Manitoba and a PhD at the University of Saskatchewan. His career-long research has focused on grain storage, grain handling and drying systems, and on digital image processing for grain grading, processing, and regulatory functions. The outcomes of that research have been shared in more than 900 sole or jointly authored articles, conference proceedings, and books that bear his name. Hundreds, I actually suspect thousands of students have been taught and mentored by Professor Jayas. He has collaborated with farmers, grain handlers and processors, with scientists, with regulators and standards organizations from across the globe, in countries such as the Ukraine, in India and China, the United States, and of course here in Canada, and all of that to ensure that research findings get translated into action. In addition to being a preeminent scientist, Dr. Jayas has also been an extraordinary contributor to technical and professional bodies, to academic administration, and to science policy development. He held a number of administrative positions at the University of Manitoba and is currently a long-serving Vice President Research at that institution. Simultaneously, he is the interim president of the Natural Sciences and Engineering Research Council, a very, very important national research funding agency in Canada. Dr. Jayas has received many, many previous honors, most recently his appointment to the Order of Canada in 2018. Dr. Jayas is quite simply a brilliant scientist. And may I add, he's also a very, very nice person. His research has had a measurable and sustaining impact on local and global food security by reducing losses of grains and oilseeds between harvesting and their final use by consumers. Farmers have benefited directly by having more and higher quality grain to sell. Countries now have greater confidence in the quality of grain they sell and buy, and the environment is more sustainable because less grain and therefore less food is wasted through spoilage and other losses. Eminent Chancellor, I present Digver S. Jayas, and I ask that you confer on him the degree of Earned Doctor of Science.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the legislature of the province, and with the consent of the Senate of this university, I admit you to the degree of Earned Doctor of Science and invest you with all the powers, rights, and privileges pertaining thereto. Congratulations. It's a wonderful award for a wonderful man.
Eminent Chancellor, Mr. President, members of the University Senate and Board, I present to you the petition of the Council of this university that the candidates to be named, having fulfilled all the requirements of the bylaws, may, with your permission, be admitted to the degrees, diplomas, and certificates to which they are entitled.
By virtue of the authority vested in me by the legislature of this province, and with the consent of the council of this university, I consent to admit you to the degrees, diplomas, and certificates to which you are entitled, and to invest you with all the powers, rights, and privileges pertaining thereto.
So I now have a few instructions for the graduates. In a moment or two, I'm going to ask the graduates in the first row on this side of the auditorium to move towards the platform. Once you reach the platform, if you could turn and face the audience, and a hood will be placed around your shoulders, then you can proceed to the podium on that side of the platform, where an orator will announce your name. Now, this is the important part because it is actually the Chancellor who gives you your degree, so you have to linger and have a conversation with the Chancellor and hope that he admits you to Convocation of the university. I don't know what you do if he doesn't, so. Then you can come across the stage where you will be met by the President and then proceed to shake the hand of your Dean or Associate Dean who will present you with your parchment. You will have a photograph taken, and then you can proceed off the platform on the ramp on this side. There's a further opportunity for a photo behind the platform, and then someone will direct you how to return to your seat. So if the first row of graduates on this side could rise and begin moving towards the platform.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Agriculture and Bioresources, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the Prairie Horticulture Certificate. I present to you Paul Robert Edmondson. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Agriculture and Bioresources, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the Kanawayatan ASCII, Let Us Take Care of the Land certificate. I present to you Erica Lynette Louie. Rose Alice Okamon. Deanna Alyssa Ryder. Clarissa Heather Whitehead. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Agriculture and Bioresources, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the Diploma in Agribusiness. I present to you Conlon Quinn Dankert. Amritpal Kaur. Darian Livingstone with distinction. Scott Murray Sunderland. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Agriculture and Bioresources, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the Diploma in Agronomy. I present to you Taylor Lee Ellis. Alyssa Danielle Fair. Carter Riley Cattler. Megan Sarah Jean Moore. Sheena Moxon. Chantal Caitlin Grace Nakanoshny. Justin Anton George Schmalzbauer with great distinction. Christina Jocelyn Snyder. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Agriculture and Bioresources, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Science in Animal Bioscience. I present to you Jennifer Banks. Michaela Barnes. Kayla Suzanne Bergen. Haley Colleen Bowling with great distinction. Bailey Marion Brazo with great distinction. Lindsay Louise Buhay. Katie Angela Marie Castellarin. Brianna Lynn Davidson with distinction. Alexa Nicole Dixon with great distinction. Hannah Suri Erlinson. Amy Veronica Garayan with great distinction. Kaylin Danielle Ginther with great distinction. Brianne Nicole Hogan with distinction. Shelby Hubick with great distinction. Paisley Jane Johnson with great distinction. Jack Edward Charles Crone with great distinction. Amelia Megan McGee. Allison Lorraine Neal. Adrian Ozero with distinction. Leslie Ann Radke. Catherine Joanne Roberts. Jenna Marie Sarich. Brooklyn Sawatsky with distinction. Ashley Brianne Sawyer with great distinction. Madeline Nicole Selinger. Alexandra Georgia Wenzel. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Agriculture and Bioresources, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Science in Agribusiness. I present to you Nicole Kathleen Anhorn with great distinction. Tyler Justin Bentley. Brady Hudson Blackmore. Brett Nicholas Bayat. Audra Robin Cooper. Tyler James Crow. Tanner Reese Dick with great distinction. William Robert Michael Eichhorst. Shelby Leah Page Evans. Mackenzie Christine Ballman. Laura Madison Foth. Broden David Gullino. Andrew Riley Garland. Andrea Erin Lee Hadway. Michael Haney. Jordan Ray Hanmer. Lindsay Mary Kay Harvey. Michael David Haugen. Morgan Evelyn Heidecker. Jordan Theodore John Hilrude. Darnell Marvin Holt with distinction. Ziqing Huang with great distinction. Bevan Adam Hudson. Alora Glenna Cecile Hughes with great distinction. Shaylanda Hunter. Leighton Brody Jewell. Ryan Bruno Keller. Morgan Leslie Klinger. Carly Ray Lepshini. Guofeng Li. Colton Thomas McMahon with distinction. Lee Kendall Melly. Lane Cooper Milton. Andrew Mitchell. Mackenzie Lorraine Mosher. Timothy Jordan Pattison with distinction. Sydney Drew Polakowski. Chantal Autumn Redmond. Blake Russell Robertson. Shonmin Run. Aidan Matthew Sandin with distinction. Philip Andreas Schaefer. Corey Michael Sirhan. Catherine Louise Sirienko. Riley Gordon Sinclair. Angela Blair Trefiak, with great distinction. Andrew Mark Willenick. Gordon Maxwell Willison, with distinction. Celeste Marie Wilson, with great distinction. Dylan J. Wolf. Mangnon Zhao.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Agriculture and Bioresources, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Science in Renewable Resource Management. I present to you Megan Rochelle Durker. Ian Graham Nadowich. Tierra Jekyll, with great distinction. Carson Eric Jorgensen, with great distinction. Eve Florence Keller, with distinction. Cree Autumn Sunrise Longjohn. Jenna Meg Olson, with great distinction. Kimberly Jordan Power, with great distinction. Christopher Nigel Thorne, with great distinction. Kiana Margaret Elaine Trudell. Sorry. I'll take your name. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the College of Agriculture and Bioresources, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Bachelor of Science in Agriculture. I present to you Catherine Sarah Aldridge, with great distinction. Yu Chen Bei, with distinction. Carson Clinton Bershid, with distinction. Mackenzie Andrea Bilecki. Jasmine Danette Borassa, with great distinction. Afton Elaine Campbell. Matthew Andrew Carr, with great distinction. Kayin Chu, with distinction. Kelsey Lynn Cox, with distinction. Jasmine Marie Crump. Z Dai. Zixin Dai, with great distinction. Megan Alice Davidson. Alexis Mary Finna de Corby, with great distinction. Colby Claire Dennis. Kaylin Trey Dunn. Ashley Dick, with great distinction. Miranda Lynn Emmy. Madison Leanne Inglot, with distinction. Ashley May Fedosa. Sky Whitney File, with great distinction. Morgan Nicole Falsenby. Sydney Sarah Fortier. Elisa Kelly Funk. Ziwei Gao. Megan Gardner, with great distinction. Hannah Laurel Wood-Gass, with distinction. Danielle Teresa M. Gaudette. Kara Fayanne Gervin, with great distinction. Kristen Amber Gibson. Hannah Frances Hammond. Caitlin Elizabeth Harris, with great distinction. Mitchell James Harris. Miranda Lynn Heidecker. Jonah Daniel Hicks, with distinction. Jae Hao Hu. Jae Wenshou Huang. Jessica Marie Jackson, with great distinction. Yu Jane John. Riley Chris Keller. Darby Shane Clausen. Taylor Leanne Kurtenbach, with great distinction. Natalie Bernadette Lafrost, with great distinction. Maddie Margaret Lazurko, with distinction. Sarah Dawn Leckler, with distinction. Jinming Liu. Yanget Lau, with distinction. Cassidy Victoria Maidment. Jenny Dale Markowicz. Garrett Height Mays. Rhett McCarthy, with distinction. Kristen McKay, with great distinction. Dale Marie Myers. Blaine Mary Nickel, with distinction. Michelle Dawn Ostafi, with distinction. Yuling Long Ouyang, with distinction. Raylyn Donna Peterson. Megan Elizabeth Perlich. Kiera Dawn Perzek. Raquel Alexandra Peters, with distinction. Emma Rose Pidwerbeski. Nicole Anna Pagoda. Dakota Dawn Marie Price. Mize Key, with distinction. Sydney Jo Redicott. Melanie Ann Reed, with great distinction. Ashley May Ringdahl. Mark Rusendahl, with great distinction. Bailey Diane Saugert. Andrea Marie Scharf. Michaela Carol Irene Schock. Daishi, with great distinction. Cassidy Ruth Sim, with great distinction. Raylyn Rose Seawalk. Kenna Skaoglin. Randy Michelle Somerville, with distinction. Jill Ellen Sparrow. Beckett Thomas Stark, with great distinction. Holly Elizabeth Thompson. Yarde Maria Ulrich, with distinction. Megan Rose Wanchuk, with distinction. Moki Wang. Zeoshin 1, with distinction. Jessica Irene Watson, with distinction. Yahweh Wee. Claire Williams. Ashley Morgan Wilms, with distinction. Amy Alfreda Wilson. Kelsey Lynn Waloshuk. Kianwi Wu, with distinction. Shushe Chen Wu, with distinction. CJ Singh. Tong Zhu. Lene Pearl Ilioya, with great distinction. Kirsten Grace Zacharias, with great distinction. Li Jing Zhang. Chen Si Zaru. Hukieo Zahu.
Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, I present you these scholars from the College of Agriculture and Bioresources and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Master of Science. I present to you Melat Ade. Alba Alexander. Carla Cecilia Almendarez Palacios. Ramandeep Kaur Bamra. David Roy Bulmer. Delanganye Desinayaka. Stephen Robert Ethan Fraze. Ashbir Godebo. Kelsey Evelyn Hamilton. Callie Marie Casper. Shiwete Kiriheti Lienge Donna. Delaney Isabel Kanichny. Taylor Claybeck Procession. Maria Eugenia Rodriguez Espinosa. Landon Lee Seeley. Samuel Tanda. Emily Sylvia Visco. Shu Young Wang. Sini Wei. Sarah Wilcott. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the faculty of the Western College of Veterinary and Medicine, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Doctor of Veterinary Medicine. I present to you Cassandra Lee Andrew. Storm Bartzoff. Rita Bauman, with great distinction. Taylor Belazowski. Katie Ann Bennett. Francois Wilford Boire. Lauren Bonnell. Paige Elizabeth Barrett. Caitlin Shea Brown. Joanna Carolina Bruce. Sarah Nicole Burley. Kyra Zelda Cameron. Nolan Vincent Chalafou, with distinction. Sarah Kelsey Colburn, with great distinction. Charlotte Melissa Corbett. Joshua Aaron Cousins. Brittany Michelle Davis. Courtney Ellen Eck, with distinction. Kendra Nicole Elliott. Shauna Claire Ellis. Bailey Ray Erickson. Emily Marie Ferraro. Garrett Alexander Fraze, with distinction. Natalie Bridget Gage, with distinction. Shauna Marie Gleasier. Zoe Eleanor Carey Gould. B. Avril Marie Hadfield, with distinction. Anne M. Hanbidge. Amy Lauren Harrington, with great distinction. Fiona June Huchentink. Emily Marie Horan. Carmel Elise Huberdeau, with distinction. Krista Elizabeth Huxham. Claire Jans van Rensburg. Jason Bradley Johnson, with great distinction. Alicia Marie Ann Jones, with distinction. Deanna Michelle Larson. Sarah Jane Latimer. Mary Allison Thorbior Longstaff. Kirkland Jane McLeese. Kenton Douglas May. Kristen Ann McIntosh. Bonnie Lynn McNary. Katja Joanna Melnick. Antonietta Lisa Moritz. Jamie Neufeld. Ian New. Monique Francina Akima. Kirsty Raquel Oswald, with distinction. Jasmine Michelle Paulson. Chantal Marie Maxine Penner. Christine Donna Stevenson Reinhardt. Riley Rentz. Laura Alexandra Rounding. Keaton Jenner Schmidt. Lacey Marie Schmidt, with distinction. Carmen Schneider. Kevin Christopher James Smith. Tara Amelia Snow. Sydney Elise Spitzer, with distinction. Sydney Alexandra Springer. Camille Francesca Square. Mirjam Stigter. Jasmine Eve Teskey with distinction. Leanna Carell Thorstensen with distinction. Charlotte Rose Tyson with distinction. Christina Sukie Vong with distinction. Peter Julius Watson. Joel Thomas Watts with great distinction. Shannon Blair Wesley. Marley Kathleen Williamson. Mandy Alyssa Wong. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, I present to you these scholars from the Western College of Veterinary Medicine and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Master of Science. I present to you Marie Lynn Smith Fredette. Angela Vivian McKay. Beverly Jean Morrison. Keen Brown Steves. Carrie Lee Lang Thomas. Eminent Chancellor, on behalf of the Faculty of Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, I present to you these scholars and ask that you will confer on them the degree of Doctor of Philosophy. I present to you Federico Inez Osuna. Awang Kazmi Awang Jonidi. Gersharan Singh Brar. Jorge Cordero Elvia. Cole Brett Enns. Erin Joyce O'Connor Hopkins. Chen Huang. Rajib Potter. Nober Rahman. Danilo J. Marcos Soto, Jr. Marina Subramanian. Endale Gita Tefes. Anhao Wang. Ladies and gentlemen, please join me in congratulating these graduates on their certificates, diplomas, and degrees.
Eminent Chancellor, in the name of the faculties, I ask you to grant the degrees, diplomas, and certificates in absentia to those students who have met the requirements to graduate, but were not able to be present today.
At the request of the faculties, I authorize these degrees, diplomas, and certificates to be granted.
I'll call forward Doug Freeman, Dean of the Western College of Veterinary Medicine.
I'd like to begin by welcoming the graduates of the first WCVM class, here celebrating the 50th anniversary of their commencement in 1969. Welcome. Eminent Chancellor, it is my honor and pleasure to present you our veterinary medicine gold medalist for 2019, Dr. Rita Bowman. The Western College of Veterinary Medicine Faculty Gold Medal is the highest honor the college can bestow. The college's faculty awards this medal to the graduating student who has shown the highest proficiency in the science and art of veterinary medicine throughout the 4 years of study toward the Doctor of Veterinary Medicine degree. Rita grew up on a farm in Thorsby, Alberta, with everything from cows to chickens. She decided to pursue veterinary medicine as it combined her two favorite subjects, biology and agriculture. Rita completed 3 years of an undergraduate degree majoring in biology at the University of Alberta's Augustana campus before she was accepted into the DVM program. Rita entered the WCVM planning to pursue mixed animal practice. She quickly came to realize that cows were her sole passion. After graduation, Rita will be returning to Leduc, Alberta to work at primarily bovine practice. Rita graduates from the WCVM today with great distinction. It is with immense pleasure that on behalf of the faculty of the Western College of Veterinary Medicine, I present our gold medalist, Dr. Rita Bowman.
Good afternoon. I'm Dr. Mary Buer, Dean of the College of Agriculture and Bioresources, and it is my pleasure today to announce the 2019 Saskatchewan Institute of Agrologists Gold Medal Prize for the most outstanding graduate from a degree program in the College of Agriculture and Bioresources. And our award winner today is Haley Bowling. Haley? So everybody can stare at you. The Gold Medal Prize began in 1959 with the Saskatchewan Institute of Agrologists committing to recognize outstanding performance by a degree student in our college and to promote and sustain the profession of agrology. Over the years, both the profession and the value of the prize have grown significantly. Haley is graduating with great distinction from the Bachelor of Science in Animal Biosciences degree program. She's from Calgary, Alberta, and has been a truly exemplary student with volunteer work and also a student mentor. Her hard work has garnered her numerous scholarships and accolades, and we know that this is not the last that we will hear of this remarkable young woman. Haley plans to pursue a career in veterinary medicine, and she will succeed no matter where she goes. Ladies and gentlemen, our honorary winner, Haley Bowling. She can't leave yet.
Haley, thank you for joining me up here. Good afternoon, everyone. I'm Tony Vanelli. I'm the Provost and VP Academic. I'm here to introduce the Governor General medals, both the silver and the gold. Before I begin, I do want to extend our personal congratulations to all the scholars before us for the different certificates and degrees you received. Good on you. Much, much success in the years to come. And I want to say thank yous because this scholars are developed through a community that we're so fortunate to have here at the University of Saskatchewan and abroad throughout this province and country and actually the world, as you've seen before you. I want to begin by thanking the great faculty that are here from the Colleges of Agriculture and Bioresources and the Western College of Veterinary Medicine. Thank you for what you do in the training of the students, including your graduate students. Thank you very much on behalf of the university. And also, I want to thank what Haley here is a daughter, I'm sure, or a sister, to thank the parents, mothers and fathers, the grandparents that are here, husbands, wives, partners, brothers, sisters, and serious others, boyfriends, girlfriends that are here. I know throughout this audience, good on you because you are part of the community that have developed the scholars that are on the floor with us today. Thank you very much. And now to the matter at hand here. Haley, thank you for being up here. Eminent Chancellor, President Stoichev, it gives me great pleasure to present to our 2019 Governor General Academic Medals on behalf of Julie Payette, the Governor General of Canada. In 1873, Canada's third Governor General after Confederation, Lord Dufferin, created these academic medals. And now for more than 140 years, the Governor General's academic medals have recognized the outstanding scholastic achievements of students throughout this country. Bronze medals are awarded at the secondary school level, silver at the undergraduate level, and gold at the graduate level. The Governor General's Gold Medal has since become one of the most prestigious awards that a student at a Canadian institution may receive. Equally important is recipients of the Governor General's Silver Medal for academic excellence have achieved the highest average in the post-secondary institution. The University of Saskatchewan has the opportunity to award 2 gold medals and 2 silver medals annually. This afternoon, we are awarding 1 medal to Haley Bowling, who is next to me. So Haley, congratulations. And also a gold medal. Haley Bowling originally is from Calgary, is graduating with great distinction with a Bachelor of Science in Animal Bioscience degree program. Through Haley's studies, she has developed a passion for health, management, and welfare of many species, along with One Health, particularly the relationship between animal and human health. Haley's interest in animal welfare led her to complete an undergraduate research thesis on practical environmental enrichment strategies for piglets in farrowing and nursery. This research earned an NSERC Undergraduate Student Research Award. This is equally a prestigious award. Haley has also received numerous scholarships, including the Torvald and Margaret Tolfason Renewable Entrance Scholarship in Agriculture and Bioresources, as well as the Arnold and Emily Robson Scholarship, the Harvey Scholarship, the Sagenta Achievement Award, Robert T. Armstrong Scholarship, and the Normal Horace Pierce Graduation Prize. She kind of cleaned up all the awards here, which is really nice. She plans to pursue a career in veterinary medicine. It's great, so we share the colleges and cross-pollinate, and to continue her work in research, teaching, and public engagement. Haley, congratulations on behalf of the University of Saskatchewan. We're now I'm going to introduce the Governor General Gold Medal winner, Erin J. Banerjee, who is unfortunately not with us today, as I'm told, but I will read the award and citation. Erin J. Banerjee, born in Calcutta, India, completed his Bachelor of Science degree with a double major in microbiology and biochemistry from the University of Mumbai in 2012. Later that year, he joined the National Institute of Virology to start his Master of Science program in virology. As part of the program, he arrived at the Western College of Veterinary Medicine at the University of Saskatchewan for his master's thesis project. Erin J. completed his master's thesis project under the guidance of Professor Vikram Misra and was awarded a gold medal by the University of Pune, India, for exceptional academic performance during his master's program. He completed his MSc in 2014 and started his PhD, the laboratory Dr. Misra, in the fall of 2014. For his doctoral research, Erin J. studied emerging viruses and their interactions with wildlife reservoirs such as bats. His research identified several adaptations in bat immune system that allowed them to coexist with viruses that cause lethal diseases in other mammals, such as humans. He used the Middle Eastern Respiratory Syndrome coronavirus for his infection studies. Erin J. is currently a postdoctoral research fellow at McMaster University in Hamilton, Ontario, and continuing his research on how wildlife reservoirs, such as bats, harboring emerging viruses that cause serious disease in humans. Erin J., congratulations on receiving the Governor General Gold Medal. I will be going to Hamilton, Ontario in 2 weeks, so I'll take it to him down there at McMaster. That was a joke. All right. Thank you very much, everyone.
I would like to add my congratulations to all the graduates for your achievements and for graduating today with your degrees and certificates. You are joining a community of over 155,000 University of Saskatchewan graduates around the world, and the Alumni Association has sent you a message in the form of a video, and I would direct your attention to the screens to watch that video. Also, on behalf of the Alumni Association, I would like to invite all of you and your guests to a reception which will follow directly after this ceremony in Convocation Hall across the street. I'll now call on Chancellor Roy Romano to deliver some concluding remarks.
Thank you very much, Madam Secretary Beth, Mr. President, and distinguished head table guests. More importantly, well, I'll say as importantly, the graduates, parents, and friends of those who have celebrated this great celebration of Convocation, which to me is always a very important and moving event. I didn't think so, particularly when I was on campus way back all these many years ago, when we worried more about such things as the snake dance, now since thankfully eliminated, and other debates which were raging on campus. But to see the bright eyes and the eager people and the young, dedicated individuals who are going to be tomorrow's leaders here on the stage has been a wonderful experience. But let me begin by saying that, as Beth Bilson, our distinguished secretary, has pointed out, this brings our convocation ceremony to a close, this particular one. But before we bring it to a final close, I would like to thank a number of people on behalf of everybody. Our vocalist, Kate Nachalobi, wonderful job again, Kate. Our drum group, the Buffalo Boy Productions. Our elder, Roland Duquette. Our signer, Tyler Burgess. And of course, the teams from the Convocation Office and the Office of the University Secretary. Many of us, almost all of us, we see them, but you don't see them, and how hard they work in putting together this very important event, as they have done in this very new, exciting building, again, to which I thank my very close friend and classmate, Arliss, for sponsoring and making possible. And as I've said, the teams, the Convocation Office. All of you have played a very important role in this university, and I do want to single out one person who I think is our leader, President Peter Stoichev, for his outstanding leadership within the university, and I can tell you, outside of the province of Saskatchewan, right across Canada and beyond. He does it with a firmness, with principle, with intellect, and all I can say is that we are very proud, all of us, of having a man of the integrity and the ability of our president, Dr. Peter Stoichev, as our president. Thank you, sir, for your great service to the university. Now, a brief word to the graduates, and it will be a very brief word, maybe briefer if I can't get this second page separated. If it gets briefer, I'll talk about the two-price system for wheat and its importance for the next half hour. To the graduates, I want to say this. You have studied hard to earn your degree, and we all wish you continued success throughout your lives, both personally and professionally. Again, on behalf of all of us, congratulations. It is my hope that, thanks to your precious experience here, your education has prepared you to meet some of our challenges, which still exist in our society today. Such challenges as how to heal an injured child, how to make art that transforms people's perspectives, how to protect a human right, how to engineer homes to shelter us, how to write a poem that explains the feeling of loss or joy, how to deploy capital to produce and market a new product, and how to ensure that food production demands are met. Or to sum all of this up, how to design and work for the just state. Earning your degree at this great university will show you value for a lifetime to come. And the education that you have received from the University of Saskatchewan has prepared you to meet these challenges head on. I can attest to that. So my words are this: follow your dreams, because that's where you will find your true passion. And in the end, that's what we want for each graduate of the University of Saskatchewan, to follow your dreams and to benefit and improve the life of everybody. Now, in closing, I ask that you remain in your seats, please, until the platform party has left the stage. Good luck, and God bless all of you.